This is Strawberry Ink. Today, we reflect on a tragic moment in our nation's recent history yesterday, the death of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, he organized Trump rallies and rallies of other politicians. He was shot yesterday, a Wednesday, during an event at Utah Valley University. He was only 31 years old. He had been speaking at his American Combat Tour, hosting what he called a Prove Me Roundtable, an event where he engaged in debate with students, discussing politics, culture, and the pressing divides in our society. I have no further comment regarding Charlie Kirk. I may have comments later on, but not today. I would like to wish the best of luck to the 300 South Koreans who were deported by ICE earlier this week and who had been captured about last week, I believe so. I would also like to wish the American troops the best of luck in the Venezuelan invasion, which, as of the things I've read today, this is just the beginning and there's more to come. Down Nicolas Maduro, one of the worst political leaders active to this day, and also one of America's biggest enemies under the Trump administration has been Mexico, besides China, but Mexico City, the capital, recently had a big gas truck explosion. My prayers go out to everyone affected by that. It was truly a tragic incident. Anyways, let's get back to the Charlie Kirk assassination. What is known so far by the FBI, who have been actively investigating, is that the event was outdoors and there were about 3,000 people attending. At roughly midday, a single shot rang out. Kirk was struck in the neck. His face was covered in blood by that strong bullet, which was a pretty powerful one. He lost conscious at the scene. Authorities believe the shooter fired from a nearby rooftop. The shooter then fled. The weapon used was a high-powered bolt-action rifle that was stitched, and the FBI has recovered it. A specific suspect has not been publicly identified, and there are images of the suspect already. 2 people were detained, but they were not the suspect. Those were wrongful detentions. They have since been released, and I hope these 2 get law firms who would accept a lawsuit, because authorities deserve to be sued. How would these 2 people be wrongfully detained? It's just like in the Boston bombing. A Muslim-looking person was wrongfully detained and then let go. So, I'm holding the pictures right now of what the FBI believes is the actual suspect. It looks like he's wearing a t-shirt or a sweater, I think, with an American flag on it and what looks like the shape of a gun. It looks like a male. He's wearing blue jeans, closed-toed white shoes, black sunglasses, and a hat too, which it looks like a baseball cap to me. And he has got short hair. This is being widely condemned across political lines. Yesterday, it was the Ukrainian lady who was stabbed to death, but after the shooting occurred, it's now this Charlie Kirk shooting that's viral on the news. More than all this 9/11 ceremony stuff. So, leaders are calling it a political assassination. This was just weeks after that Minnesota lawmaker was killed. And many are urging calm, asking that we not allow political violence to become normalized. Students are shaken, group chats are filled with shock, grief, confusion, and reminders of how fragile free speech and public disclosure can feel. Turning Point USA released a statement confirming his death, asking for prayers for Kirk's family and decrying the violence. The family is already rearranging phone calls and choosing a good funeral home for the services. Charlie Kirk's death is not only a personal tragedy for his family, friends, and followers, but also a symbol of a moment in American life. It raises urgent questions. How safe are public figures when engaged in public debate, particularly on college campuses? What responsibility do we all, media, politicians, citizens, bear to lower the temperature of political rhetoric? What are the implications for free speech if physical danger becomes a predictable outcome of speaking one's views? As you remember Charlie Kirk, let his life and death remind us that ideas, arguments, and debates matter. They can as well become deadly. If we are to honor legacies, perhaps we must commit more deeply to listening and engaging civilly, even when we strongly disagree. This is Strawberry Ink. Thank you for joining me today. May we seek truth, courage, and community in the face of grief. And may we strive for a more respectful public sphere moving forward. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.